girl talk no one asked for, but you know you want to hear. Hey there, Tings. Welcome back to another episode of the Tings Talk podcast.
The girl talk nobody asked for,
but you know you want to hear.
On today's episode, we have special guest Amanda.
What's up, Amanda?
What's up, guys?
So, thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
So, Amanda is actually one of my very good close friends. Fun fact, we actually only met about 3 months ago, but we hit it off and we're like soul sisters. Yeah, literally. We're like the same persons.
Twins.
Yeah, we're like the same person, like just separate bodies. And just to like prime you guys, you'll probably hear very similar responses throughout the whole thing because, yeah, we're like
just
twins.
Yeah. So anyway, Amanda, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Same mind. So I'm 26. I'm Salvadorian.
Whoop whoop, papusa.
Whoop, whoop, yes.
The pista's in the building.
You already know. I'll hook you up. Yeah, I don't know. I like to go out. I like to have fun with my girls. You know, I like to dance.
Yes. I like the phenomenon. This
dance.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Yes, girl.
We
need a girls' night out.
We are. Sorry, Ralph. I'm taking your girl on Saturday.
We outside.
We outside. Anyway.
All right, so we have Amanda here for a very special episode and topic. We're hitting on girl code today on Tings Talk podcast. So we're going to just jump right into it. We're starting off with the first question. So if you don't like your friend's partner, do you tell them? What do you Tings think?
Yes.
Yeah? They said it.
Maybe.
You definitely tell them. Because it's like, one, what if they're not attractive enough?
Oh, so we're going just based off of...
Damn.
Hold on. So we're going on the rating of like 1 to 10.
Like her. Like look at her. Whole 10. And I'm going to be like, all right, you can do it.
She's a man.
Do better.
Hold on.
It's not just the...
I know.
Well, I mean, I kind of agree with that because it's like, I don't know.
Well, because the first thing you notice about someone is how they look. No, obviously everything isn't about looks, and that's huge. I myself have dated many people that it's just on the inside. So I absolutely agree with you. But when you're first trying to get to know someone and your bestie is, you know, someone that's absolutely drop dead gorgeous, and you see someone that's like, not too
at their level.
Like, we're rating. So she's a 10. Yeah. He's like, let's say like a 5.
Yeah.
It's like,
if they're not like, oh my God, like they don't need to be like, oh my God, he's a 10 too. No.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's.
But they showed up like socks and like chanclas. They got the gray sweats on. Like, stained.
The gray sweats.
All right, not
went
like
there.
The gray sweats.
So
or the stained gray sweats, not the one that, you know, like homie packing, but like, you know, like the stained ones, like it's it's dirty.
The supermarket ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Aww.
Well, I mean, I kind of agree to an extent just because, like, you know, obviously it's not all of the outside, but if you don't like the outside, how are you going to get to know the inside?
Yeah.
You know, if I don't find you attractive, you could be the nicest person in the world. And yeah, maybe that's like a flaw in myself, but I'm a little mean. I got to be attractive. I got to be attracted to you. I mean, you know.
But what if at this point you met Amanda like 2-3 months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's been with her man for like 2 years. So now you're coming into it, you know, so they've already been settled, but you don't like him. You don't think that that's her guy.
So that's the
other how would you tell her?
That's the other thing. Even worse than someone not looking good is their personality, which is, you're absolutely right. And I've met guys that their personality is terrible. And for me, that's the biggest turn off. So if I'm hanging out with my friends, my girls, and your man's being disrespectful or rude or just like, I don't know, he doesn't want to vibe or like hang out, it's like you're ruining everything. And I don't want you to have to deal with that. I don't know what you deal with, you know, on your own. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going to tell you and be like, hey, listen, like, you know, your man was kind of rude to me. Like, I didn't like that.
I mean, personally, I have dealt with that where, like, I've had very good friends that their boyfriends just, I personally don't agree with them being together. But at the end of the day, I'm also that friend where I'm going to tell you, listen, I'm going to tell you bluntly what it is. I'm going to tell you, you're going to come crying to me about, you know, this, that, and the third that he did, said, or didn't do.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, listen, you 100% deserve better. You know you deserve better. Do you want better? I'm sure you do. Are you just able to do it right now? Maybe not. So I'm the type of friend where I'm like, all right, listen, I don't support your decision. Well, I mean, I don't agree with your decision, but I'm going to support you. So I know you're going to make the wrong decision. and I'm gonna let you make that wrong decision.
They never listen to advice.
No,
girls never.
We never listen to each other, which is funny, and not at the same time. But like, if I don't agree with your decision, listen, by all means, I don't agree with it, but I know that you're going to do whatever you want anyway, whatever's going to make your heart happy. And I'm going to tell you, listen, I'm not going to shame you for it. I'm not going to put you down for it. Do what you got to do. I'm here. I'll give you my shoulder to cry on. We talk, we vent, and want to go for a ride or whatever. And we're going to work our way through it. I'll be with you the whole way. So like for me, with my friends, at least the girlfriends that I have, I think we're all pretty solid enough where we understand that the other one's coming from a good perspective and the advice or opinions are coming from a good place because we obviously care about each other. I don't think I have any girlfriends where like I feel like I can't tell you something because you're going to be offended, So for me, I'm just blunt. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Kaylee will keep it 100. 110 actually. If she could go further than the 100, it was 110.
But you need that friend.
No, making it sound like a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing. You need a friend like Kaylee in your life.
Do.
Like, honestly, keep it 100 all the time.
I'm trying to be just like that because I'm not.
Yeah, you're very non-confrontational.
If you love him, I'm not going to tell you anything. Okay. Like, I'll let you make that decision. But there's been boyfriends that my girls are dating that I don't like. Yeah. But I'll never say anything, which I'm working on it now. I love your man.
Like she's got something to say to me. I'm like, holy fuck.
I love your man. So, but I need to work on that. Just be more blunt.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope that my girlfriends could hold me accountable and tell me too. Like sometimes, honestly, love blinds you. It really does. And a lot of times, you go through things in relationships, and it's like you really shouldn't have to do it. You should not have to put up with certain things.
For it.
Yes,
you're too good for it.
And like I've had girlfriends where they've told me. I mean, you guys have told me in the past. As much as you say that you don't do it, I
think I did. No, I didn't tell you.
I feel like
we got conflict.
Oh, girl, we gonna talk after this.
I didn't tell you, but
if she did, it was probably for a reason.
No, but I mean, like for example, I know that Amber told me, like, listen, you deserve better. Like, you should not be crying, or you're too pretty for that. Screw that guy. And like, I appreciate that because sometimes you're just so locked into a relationship, and you're just so like. Just into them, you're in love with them, and you don't see things, or maybe you see them, but you choose to ignore it. But
I agree. You always need a third perspective, really, and a bias too. I feel like that's what really is like. Even though that girl probably still won't listen to you, but at least it's like an unbiased like thing where or even if, like I said, like you said, someone that loves you and cares about you wants to see you do good.
Yeah.
So, we talked about us as friends judging at the partners and whatnot, but what are some tell signs like if you're not into that guy? Like what would you say if he's like you're not really into him? What would you say is like he tell signs?
Like when do you realize that you're not into a guy anymore? Like so like you just started talking to a guy, a couple weeks, couple months, whatever, and then you're like, what do they call it? The ick? I just learned about it. By the way, I just learned about.
Wait, what's the ick?
Thank you. I'm not the only one. I just learned about the ick like last month, and it's pretty much like a turnoff. Like they do something when you're like, oof, I didn't like that.
Ick.
Yeah, really. So it's something that like legitimately turns you off, and you're just like, I don't know if I can look past that, right? So when you get the ick, sometimes there's more than one, sometimes there's 2, 3, 4, however many, right? So like, I don't know, for me, like if I see a guy treating my friends or just even like if we're out and they treat just in general people like a negative way or like they're rude, I personally don't like that. And I know that I'm like, you gotta go. Yeah. Because you want to know why? Because the way they treat other people is eventually how they're going to treat you. Whether it be short term or eventually way down the line, like they're gonna do that. So I don't know. That's one of my things where I'm like, I don't know if I'm into this guy anymore.
For me, it's just if I don't respond, like if I'm not responding,
that's me.
Or if I dodge you, like I don't want to get out.
Same.
Then that's it.
Like if your phone pops up on my screen and I'm not excited, that's how I know.
For that, if I look at the name on my screen and I'm like, like I literally go,
ick.
Flip the name back.
Literally, I didn't see it.
Send the text back
or
like unresend.
Unsend. Or like their name pops up and you're just like, whatever. I'll write back to you.
When he's like FaceTiming you and you're just looking at it and waiting for it to like.
Wait. Now you said FaceTime. Now, like, do any of you guys ever like just FaceTime, but like they're on FaceTime, but like you're not actually in the FaceTime, and you're now like you're going through your messages.
Oh, you're unavailable, like it's just like non there.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous with this new FaceTime thing because it doesn't show that you're paused anymore. So like you can really just be doing your
wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know that? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's even better because it's kind of disrespectful. Like if I'm on FaceTime and somebody like pauses me, and I'm like, okay, I'll wait. Pause me. This conversation's paused until you get back.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man. But how do you guys know if he's not into you? Like, what about that?
I feel like guys, from my personal experience, you can tell right off the bat when they're like into you. They're like, consistent. They're texting you, they're calling you, they're checking in on you.
Always want to hang out.
Yeah, they always want to hang out.
They introduce you to the family.
That's too soon, girl.
Yeah.
We're talking about fresh things.
I mean, yeah, but like intentions then. Maybe intentions like he thinks no big. Like, I want to introduce you to my mom.
Okay.
Yeah,
like I could see you meeting my mom. I could see you being with my family.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Yeah.
So I feel like when a guy stops doing that or they start pulling back little by little, it's very noticeable.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's like, you're not making efforts to hang out with me. You're not making efforts to see me. You're not even making efforts to talk to me. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
Exactly. You're ghost. Exactly.
Yes. Or you ghost.
100%.
Yeah.
I think ghosting is like a big thing.
Everyone loves to ghost nowadays. I feel like they don't even respond.
It's weird though because it's like you ghost, but then again you're like online. Like visibly, you could see that you're online. You're posting, like
So you're alive.
Exactly, you're live, and somehow like my message just didn't go through.
So
like,
fun story.
Like-
She's adding me right now. I just recently got ghosted by this guy.
Yeah.
Mad disrespectful. But anyway, he literally ghosted me. He went from like, hey, lovey, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, all cutesy.
All cutesy to that same day, like,
to green
messages.
Green messages.
I'm like,
Yeah. Green message. Yeah. It's like
I got
blocked.
Like, what the hell did I do?
Yeah. He didn't even ghost. He blocked.
And then, but what gets me is, why you watching my story?
That's what I'm saying though. It's like you're
Let me
present
live my best
online,
life.
but
Yeah, well,
like,
guess what? He removed. He's blocked.
You're blocked now.
Yeah. Yeah, people ghost like crazy now.
all right, just tell me you don't want me. That's it.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
my thing. Is like just be direct.
Just
like if
tell
you
me
don't want to talk to me anymore, great. I'll move on. Like it's not that serious.
it's communication.
No hard
Like,
feelings.
communication. You're right. That's so big.
I'm like
So big.
I'm an over communicator, so like
You're blunt. You over communicate.
yeah.
She's a catch. She's a catch.
Yeah. Never get bored.
Haley's available.
Catch her if you can, though. Catch you if you can. You catch her outside, actually. It's more like where Kelly's at right now.
So for anybody who's curious, this side of the table is single.
This is not a dating app.
No, I'm kidding. Swipe left, swipe right. No, I'm kidding. Oh my god. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm also like, when I see that a guy's like not into me, I'm like, I'm very vocal about it. Like, I don't just fall off. Like, I'm like,
See, this might be the only time we like differ.
yeah, she is heartless.
Oh my god.
Heartless.
So if I see that you're not into me or whatever, bye. Like you're gone. She on the other
One
hand,
bites the dust.
oh literally, I'm like, all right, who's next? Next in line, let's go. But she, and
She got a line out the club.
but I love that about her because she over communicates, So
Yeah, of course. Because, like, you have to be straightforward. And
of
you
course,
have to be...
I agree.
But it's scary.
It is
People
scary,
are scared to be
absolutely.
straightforward
I
and
know.
confrontations and that awkward feeling.
I guess that's like my problem. I guess is I just say what I feel, and I'm like, I don't even think about how they're gonna take it or feel about it, which is something that is good and bad because I'm just being myself and I'm just being honest. But then someone could be like, oh, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She
Yeah. I'm just scared to hurt others. That's why I just hold back.
But that's
I'm
also
hurting.
amazing, though. You know what I mean? Like that's such a good personality trait to have. Is like to be caring.
I'm trying to be more like you.
Of course, because this generation and society are so based off of not having no feelings, not catching, catching flights, no feelings.
Like no
And
feelings.
it's like, it's great to have that. Don't get me wrong. It's great to have that, like, perspective and mindset. But at the same time, don't lose touch with, like, your vulnerability at the same time. Because at the end of the day, you have to eventually connect with somebody.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're also going to, like, let's say, reprimand that next person for the last person's mistake, just because you just assume that they're just another person that's just like that, it's like, you're ruining your own chance, right?
Absolutely. 100%. Definitely don't do that. Don't hold something from someone else against a new person.
Well, that would go into, like, with that new person, would you share your past experiences with them, you know? Like, your past relationships, your past, what you've been through, would you tell them?
Which, I mean, it's a yes and a no, right? Because you don't want to repeat the same mistakes, maybe, that you made in your other relationships. You know, like, let's say you don't want him to go out because you want to spend more time with him. And your ex, for example, just always went out and you didn't say anything and you weren't vocal about it. And that's what caused, you know, the separation. It's like, okay, maybe voice yourself. Hey, listen, like, I just want you to know that I want to spend more time with you. In the past, that's kind of like what led to the breakup. And I really like you and I want this to go further. I feel like I personally, if someone said that to me, I would appreciate that so much. I'd be like, oh, like, thank you for telling me. Now, on the flip side, I don't want to hear about, you know,
like the dirty
no past kinky stuff, but tell me your past. I want to know what in the past relationship.
You can only get to the future by building from the past.
Exactly.
You guys think, huh? So you guys don't think, like, maybe spilling a little bit too much of the tea might be, like, even if, like, let's say, what if it's some things that you're not proud of? That you're, like, now sharing?
Nah, I've said it all.
Do you, like, let everything out there?
Because what if it comes out?
Yeah.
You know, I don't want them to be blindsided and then it's like, oh, you lied to me type of thing.
It'll creep up.
Yeah.
The truth always comes out.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, when you're starting to get to know someone, it's good to, like, establish, all right, well, this is how I got where I'm at. This is the stuff I'm going to, you know, deal with. This is the stuff I'm not going to deal with.
Boundaries.
Boundaries, yes. So I dealt with this. Yes. So, like, I dealt, and you can like tell them, like, I feel like I personally feel comfortable telling anybody that I talk to, like, listen, I dealt with this in my past relationship. Not that I'm bringing it into this, but just understand I know what I like and what I don't like, and that's what I don't like. So we're not doing this.
Yeah,
you know, it's kind of just like establishing, you know, we're gonna nip this in the bud, and that's that. You know, and then I feel like, all right, once you know, give a little bit, you shouldn't go so far into depth. Now you start building on your own new relationship, right?
Yeah.
Now, once you're deep into the relationship and you've established trust, communication, you know, you have a solid foundation. Now I feel like you're going to be able to handle any, like, spicy or, you know, stuff that you may not be, you know, proud of. You can talk about, like, I guess, for the lack of a better term, like a shameful situation, you know, because now you know, all right, you're my person and I know that you love me. I feel comfortable and now I'm in my safe space and I can share this with you.
Yeah.
So that
timing, yeah. Whenever you're ready to share.
And then sometimes things just shouldn't be shared at all, you know?
Not details. Like, now I'm not talking about, like, deep details. Yeah. Like, but, like, just general stuff. Like,
Because I'm also a big
little things, Yeah,
I'm also a big believer in, you were not here. You were not a part of it. So it should not affect you, you know? So in a way, it's like, why does it matter what happened in my past, you know? You're going to exile me because of, you know, X, Y, and Z in the past?
Well, that's why I asked, because why Benelli asked, actually. But because it's like, you know, one of those things of, like, it can be used against you. And some people will use what you say, use your words against you in a fight. And, you know, kind of use it to validate what they're feeling, validate certain things that they don't want you to do. For instance, they're like, oh, wait, let me go back to my receipt.
Yes.
Yep. You told me this on December 10th at 11:12. Like, no, 100% type of thing. And it's like, shit, I shouldn't have said that. Like,
yeah, it's almost like you're making yourself vulnerable to low blows.
Yeah.
And
I guess that depends on the relationship.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the person. And once you establish a foundation and you know what, like, I can trust this person. I know this person's not they're going to take the information and they're just going to take it to get to know a different side of me, or like maybe my brain works or my philosophy or whatever the case is. But it's not like they're going to use it to hurt me. At that point, I feel like now I can share this stuff with you.
Yeah. But I agree.
It gets to a point. You're right. You have to get to that point where you feel comfortable enough to be like, all right, you know what? We're getting pretty serious. Let me open up to you more. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
All right. So, like, I know we discussed red flags in a previous episode. So just to end this off on a good note, because we always love to end on some positivity, what are some green flags that you guys would say in a healthy relationship that you'd give a tips out to some tings out there? That what are some green flags instead of red?
I'm gonna have Benelli take the floor on this song because she's a whole fiance.
Oh my goodness, put me on the spot.
So tell us Frankie's green flags for
me,
you.
green flags are like they're open to just wanting to have commitment. You know, they want you in their future. They want to build this family, have a house with you one day. They're willing to have the conversation.
You're in the future plans, like the future plans are
I'm in future plans. I'm not just a hot date, you know.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people these days that they don't even feel comfortable having that conversation.
Yeah, they're scared.
If you can't have that conversation, how do you expect to ever do any of this stuff?
Yeah, right. And being put on a pedestal.
Yes.
He thinks I'm like the hottest thing on this world.
He really does. And it's the cutest thing.
That's
amazing.
That's amazing.
He thinks I'm a cat, but okay.
Chino.
So Cushino.
But just that, just knowing that they love you, like they show it, like they all on you, you know? That's the green flags.
I do have to say that Frankie, this man will go to the ends of the earth for this woman. And like it's like it's
cute.
It's so
it's in his eyes.
That's a green when
flag.
You see
his
eyes looking at her, you're like, okay,
it's in the soul.
I want that. I want
it's in the soul.
And I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Ralph does the same thing with Amber.
The same thing.
I see you blushing over there, Ralph.
To add to the green flags,
yes.
Remembering the little things. I feel like that's my
biggest thing. Yeah, honestly.
When you remember those little details, and you're just like, you remember those little things about me that I forgot, like things that surprised me out of left field. And I'm like, I did say that, I wanted that, or I did mention that, and I'm like, wow,
yeah,
exactly. So I'm like, that's what gets me. I'm like, that's my big green flag.
I agree with you.
And also support. Like, he's my number one fan. So as long as he's always your number one fan,
got my back. We're best friends.
That's the big green flag.
That's true. Love that. I love that.
I know,
like, guys, it's making me emotional.
Like, this sounds great.
Like, sign me up.
This sounds great. I'm like, Amanda, what are our green flags? We don't have any.
My green flag.
We're just a bunch of red flags. What do we do?
I know all the red ones. No, I feel like, I don't know. I guess just from knowing the red, I guess I can tell you what possibly my green ones are. I don't know. For me, I feel like it's so hard because I don't have anyone right now.
But
I know
green flags in a relationship.
The guys are each other's green flags.
I was gonna say, when you asked what are our green flags, I'm gonna be like, Kaylee, big green flag.
No, I feel like for me, I honestly, personally, have never had someone that is just like obsessed with me, like in a healthy way.
I want that.
Like I love seeing my like girlfriends that are in like beautiful relationships and how their men treat them. Like, I love the way Frankie looks at you, and like you could just tell like everything's like about you.
You know what's funny? At work the other day, I was by the desk and he was talking with a girl, and then she's like, why does your face look like that? Like, your eyes are wandering.
Oh.
And then she looked back. She's like, oh, because Benelli's there. I saw it. It's like your heart eye emoji. And he's like,
oh my God.
Like, she's. So he's like, oh, wow, I guess I have hard eyes.
Yeah. I love that.
That's amazing. Yeah, and like you guys have been together for years.
Yeah.
So for him to still do that,
Still look at me like that. Yeah.
huge green flag.
Cool.
So I don't know if it's true, but I heard that men know right away that they know. They know we think.
I heard a laugh.
In the comments,
we're gonna need some boys to come on the show and confirm this later on.
Yeah, you gotta let us know when you know.
Yeah,
I'm the one.
Yeah, so from what I've heard, supposedly men know almost instantaneously that, all right, that's the one, right? So with that being said, I guess my green flag would be someone who's going to reassure me and just like give me that like, yo, you're it. Like,
I'm done.
Like,
like this
I'm
is
out
it.
the game.
I'm committed.
Like, Kaylee, you're it.
Yeah, like I hope you know, like we're gonna get married.
Yeah.
Like this is it. You're like you're cute because you think this isn't it, but like this is it. Like
you don't even get a choice. You don't even get a word in it.
Yeah, not like a unhealthy like. I'm obsessed with you. Like
No, because
you ain't nothing.
It's Joe vibes.
Yeah.
It's you.
There's a difference. I've had that.
Oh yeah,
And that you run away, ladies. You run away.
You run away from Joe.
She gets too obsessive. She's a runner. She's a track star.
Oh man,
yeah. I don't know.
you guys will get there though. It'll come
Sooner or later.
One day.
They'll fall from the sky.
Do you know what your green
Or
flag
from-
is?
I agree with all of you. It is hard, obviously, like being single to be like, like, what's my green flag? Like, oh my God. Because you guys, you have that. And I want that, obviously. But a green flag is definitely communication. Like, I need you to communicate with me. Listen, I know, like, everybody's job is different. And everybody's job can be stressful at times. So I don't expect you to text me back 24/7 because I'm not going to either.
Absolutely.
But like, just check in with me. Be like, hey babe, like I'm alive. I'm just having a stressful day.
Sometimes it's just the bare minimum.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Like
really
the
what
little
it is.
things. Like you said, I just want to know that you're alive, that you're good, you're okay. Like, and that's just what I want. I want communication. Like I want you to just be like, hey, everything's okay. Okay, great. We'll talk at home or we'll talk later. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like, listen, I'm swamped. I've got a busy day. Like, I'm going to try to reach out to you as much as I can. But, like, if I can't, you know why.
Yeah.
If you don't just disappear.
That's that. It's like, if you just disappear, it's like, all right, I'm not important enough for you to even just send a quick little text like, hey, I'm busy,
Yeah.
So that for me is huge. Communication is a green flag.
I just thought of another one.
Ooh.
I like it when guys do stuff without you asking for it.
Yes, that's amazing.
Like, that's huge to me.
Like that.
Like, if you come over and, like, you go to throw a cup in the garbage or something, and you see that the garbage is full, and, like, you just take it upon yourself, like, all right, I'm going to take the garbage out for you.
Yeah.
Wash the dishes.
Yeah, like, I hate
Put your shoes away.
when you come to my house and I serve you food and you eat and you just put the dish in the dish.
Wait, I think I did that at your house.
She said you a red flag.
You have to just leave it there.
Well, I mean, if I'm telling you, don't worry about it. That's
But at least, like, I feel attacked.
yeah.
Left it there.
Yeah. Like, if I'm telling you, like, no, it's okay, don't worry about it, I got it.
Yeah.
But like,
It's a
just
difference.
at least make the effort.
Yeah.
Like, God, just
Pretend that you're looking for soap.
Yeah, just make the attempt, guys.
Where
Just
you
make the
keep your
attempt.
soap at.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just make it seem like you want to do it and you love that you're doing it. Like, look like you're happy to be doing it too. Not like it's a chore and you hate your life.
Oh, another green flag. Someone who just plans dates. Yeah, I've never had.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm the planner in the relationship.
I feel like
We usually are, though.
But
It's
it is what it
everywhere.
is. At this
But let me
point.
tell you, I did experience recently somebody who was like, yo, I have an idea for a date. Like, let's do this. And I'm like, okay,
Ooh, you were like,
I'm in. I really like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, take the lead, take the wheel.
yes.
100%.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
All right, so we heard a lot of green flags, and you heard it here first here on Tings Talk podcast. I want to thank Amanda again for joining us. It was her first podcast. So how do you feel about your first podcast, by the way? Before we had you on?
It was so cool, and just like having you guys here was a vibe. Like, this was great. I had a great time, and these girls are amazing. So
aw, thank you.
Thank you. No,
She's available, guys. No, but seriously, thank you for coming on. Hopefully, we'll have you on again soon.
Oh, yes. Like I said, we're going to have some fun challenges coming up along with these
Give me
podcasts.
a challenge, okay? Okay.
She's competitive, guys.
I'm so competitive.
You're very competitive.
Oh, I'm
You're
so
supposed to be the phase or something. Like,
Okay, before a brawl.
Before the Me Too comes in.
Yeah, for real.
Me Too.
So before a brawl breaks out here, we're going to end off on that like green flag note. And we want to thank Insom Media again for providing us the stories.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Insom Media crew and tune in to the next episode and we'll see you guys then.
Bye.